Ah! Press the wrong button. Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the first stream of June. Jay, it doesn't matter whether or not it's the 1st of June. The fact of the matter is there's only 5 days left of the first day of June. And so, over those 5 hours, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is still the first stream of the month. Doesn't matter what day it falls on. Good evening to you. Matt L340, 1996 Tomb Raider, you bet. The original, the classic, the first Tomb Raider game ever released. The 1996 Tomb Raider Gold. That's what it'll be. On your way to work? Sorry for another night shift. I hope it's okay. It's been very warm today. I feel like that might make things difficult. Pointy boob one? Yes, that one exactly. The one with her spiky assets. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. Yes, we'll be playing that one. We're already about halfway through, I think, but we haven't played it for quite a while. The plan is to play through every single Tomb Raider game ever released for PC. Not tonight, but over the course of the rest of the year. Tomb Raider turns 25 in October. The plan was to have done it all by then. I don't think that's going to happen. Excuse me, not on my current work schedule at least. Her assets were on point back then. Ah, I see what you did there. Her assets were on point because, well, they were points. How is everyone this evening? I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a little while since we've all managed to hang out. Lack of polygons. Atlas subbed at tier 1 for 3 months. Tomb Raider, more like Bloom Hater, am I right? Screw flowers. Oh, do I take that to mean that hay fever is coming for you, Atlas? Good to see you as well. Good morning to you. I think it is morning. How are you? How is everyone? It's nice to be back. It's blisteringly hot here in the UK today. Which isn't good for people like me. I don't like the heat all that much. But what can we do? The problem with this song is that it is criminally short. It's only like a minute long. So it's just looping all the way through. But it is such a good song. This is from the level Picture Perfect from the very first Rayman game on PlayStation. I can't play piano, but I can at least pretend. Very well spotted. Allergies. Oh, I don't tend to get them, but I know people who do, and I've worked with people. They've come into work and they've just been streaming, not like I am now, but like crying. And so, what's the problem? It's just hay fever. Oh my goodness me. Also very hot. Hottest day of the year in Washington so far. I think it's definitely the hottest day the UK has had so far this year. Which ain't good for me. I don't like hot weather. Before we get going, I've got to show you something. Right, I got a new present for my back shelf here. Check out this little terrarium that my friend Taylor, TD Visuals in chat, got for me for my birthday. It's a little Pokemon terrarium with a little baby Cubone in there. Got like a little ocean. I think that's a Goldeen or a Sea King in the sea there, and then just all these plants that have grown. How cool is that? Give on, bound. It just sits up there with my other lasered scyther. I don't think I've actually shown this one off ever, but you can't really see because the glass is too reflective. But there's a scyther laser engraved into this Pokeball here, which is also pretty damn cool. Anyway, that's enough of my Pokemon trinkets for this stream. Let's move on. Thankfully I don't get hay fever, but I'm allergic to all types of pollen, and a couple years back got a bad case of bronchitis. That is awful. That is awful. Sorry to hear. Hopefully the day goes well and that they don't flare up too much. Let's wrap that song up right now and begin, hopefully, with some Tomb Raider. Because as we know, runs on DOSBox, may not work properly. Looks like we're gonna be. Nope, not quite there yet. It always starts in small screen. What I need is for it to start in big screen. And I think it is now doing just that. Going to be bouncing back and forth between stream and... of course, Jacoby is streaming as well. She has not been live. She's gotten a new job, hasn't she? Or she's been job hunting, which has prevented her from streaming at a time where you can watch. But yeah, that is not a problem. Let's flip over to the game and begin. So, we have left off the Tomb of Teo Khan. And I don't really remember where we got to. It's been a while since we've played. What I do remember is that we were at a point that I couldn't work out the way forward. So this ought to be interesting. Hopefully, a month break might give us a little bit of new insight into what we have to do here. She started a new job. 1 or 2 evening streams a week. That's cool. That is cool. I've not been able to jump in for a while either. My work schedule has picked up tremendously. So it's been a little bit of a difficult one to kind of coincide being able to tune into anybody. But such is the problem of being, of course that's there, yes. Such is the problem of being a modern adult. No matter how much I don't wish to admit it. I'm afraid I am. Gonna pop in and say hello to Jess? I shall be back, no problem. Now, yes, I remember it had something potentially maybe to do with this room. And I think it was like different corners in the room or something. And there we go. We've made some progress to a secret area, which I have already been in. Okay, so that doesn't actually help us at all. Predictably. I think we all knew that would be the case. The good old early PlayStation physics, when you can get away with just having floaty creatures like that. Oh, asset shot. Oh, that always makes me feel a little on edge about going through that bit. It just never feels like a guarantee. So my next theory is to try up in that other corridor, which I know we went in last time. Good. We had enough space. Didn't think we would. It's a tough jump to try and work out because if you go right to the end and do the backwards jump like you would normally do to line yourself up, you're just going to get taken out by that swinging axe. So it's a tough one to line up. You have to kind of just have it correct. I don't know what I'm drinking tonight, by the way. It's in my Two Tribes glass. It's a New England Pale Ale. That's about all I could tell you. I didn't pay much attention to what the rest of the can said, I'm afraid. So this raises the water level down below me, which I don't think I have a use for. But maybe I do. what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the whole thing, refresh our memory of where we are, what we have and haven't done, what we can and can't do. And then, once we've refreshed our memory, if we still are none the wiser, then I shall have to have a little sneaky peeky at a guide or some sort. That was a mistake. At a guide of some description, just to help us through, because I'm not having 3 hours of just standing in one spot trying to figure out whatever nonsense I should be trying to do. It's not been very intuitive. That's been the case for the past couple of levels, to be honest. We struggled a lot in the system, which I think was the one before this. That wasn't very intuitive, and it turns out we actually broke the level a little bit by unlocking the doors out of sequence, which meant that we weren't able to progress because I'd used the key on the wrong door. Which feels like a bit of an oversight, to be honest, but never mind. So yeah, now we have this corridor where we just zip along it without being able to go anywhere until we make it to the end. Which is now. And this takes us back to pretty much the start of the level, I seem to recall. There may be something to do in this room that we've just been oblivious to this entire time. So I think the lever up there makes it so that we can return back down that tunnel that we've just swum across. So with that in mind, let's have a little poke in here. That just leads us to an empty tunnel with nothing else in it. And we've got this door here, which is where I'm fairly sure the start of the level is now. Yes, that lever opened up that door for us. And this takes us back to the beginning. Yeah, we just land in here. At the start of the level. So I've been everywhere. I don't know where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do, which means that I want to, well, it doesn't mean that I want to. It kind of implies that I'm going to have to look things up. I think. Let's have a look at that lever and see if it does do anything. Because maybe I've just assumed that I pulled that lever and it actually does do things, but because I've assumed I've already pulled it, there's nothing that's happened. Although I'm fairly sure I have been over there. Oh! I was caught off guard a little bit there. My reaction was fairly muted, but I was caught off guard. Just a fraction. So what we want is to get over there nice and safely with... Not like that! Get over there nice and safely without absolutely destroying ourselves. And I have a feeling this should be the jump, because it's not really a jump we should be messing up. Oh! Nipped me a little bit. Gonna quickly heal as a result of that. Okay, that may not be the exact way the game intended for me to get across, but it felt good and it looked kind of show-offy, so we're going to roll with it. If nothing else, points for style. And this lever appears to be down, which means that we have pulled it before. But what does it do? No idea. Just got to work, says Jay. Ooh, how long before you start? Best of luck. Thank you. Best of luck with work as well. It's going to be a warm one. I hope that everything goes well for you tonight. I would say try not to work too hard, but that's kind of an impossibility, I think. 13 minutes. Enjoy those 13 minutes of peace. Whilst I enjoy another 2 hours and 13 minutes of swimming up and down this tunnel. I think it's the way it's going to go. Unless I can figure out a plan. I'm gonna save myself having to minimize the game. I'm gonna look up on my phone how to do this. Because I am at a loss. So, we want the one and only resource, Stella's Tomb Raider Guide. The definitive Tomb Raider guides. Of course, it's for all of the recent Tomb Raiders. Oh, I want the one for Tomb Raider. The first, the proper one. The original. The only one that counts. Right. Levels. Where are we at? We are... the Tomb of Teo Khan. There we are. Level 9. Out of, like, 17-ish, I think. So. Swinging Blade, yes. We've attacked Pierre Dupont as well. Step on all three to get the secret. Back to there, yeah. Yeah. Done that, yeah. Go in, traverse the right, pull up, pull the switch to flood the room below. Yes. Swim along to the other end. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure I'm picking up what it's putting down here, but we'll have to have a little look and see if we can figure this out. So I think what it wants me to do is to retourner, s'il vous plaît, to that room where we just shimmied across the top. This should be good enough. Jump! Good. Perfect. Excellent. So if we continue back to this room where we shimmied across, is the water still risen? It's not. So I apparently want to shimmy across this way, raise the water up once again, and then that should allow us to proceed forwards in a roughly progress-shaped direction after ages of faffing about. I can't remember how long we spent running through this bit on the previous stream, but for this one it's probably been about 15 minutes. So, we have water. Fantastic. You drop down, you swim back up, and then apparently there's somewhere for us to go, and I think that this is it right here. If we hoist ourselves up into here, this should allow us to continue on with the level. There's a big scary rat who wasn't really aware of our presence until we were right on top of it. And then if we zip down into here, okay, now we're making progress. We're cooking with gas, and yes, this is pod racing. spikes, okay? And a lion. Of course, the lions with their big teethy grins. Nice. That's one of them out of the way. Another fine rug for Lara's mansion. Any more for any more? Oh, there's a lever on the wall there. I see that. I see it. You thought I didn't, but I do. Oh, supplies? Always appreciated. I'm not sure where they were, but I would love to take them. Okay, there's another lion up there. A keyhole. Loads more water. Okay, well, we're going to need to find the key first. Aha! Some gorillas as well. All of the jungle animals. Can I take them out without going up there? I don't think so. Oh, got completely marmalized by a pair of gorillas there. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fantastic. They hit hard, gorillas, don't they? They're vicious. I apologise if you can hear whirring in the background as well. I've got a wash on at the moment. Running out of clothes. I spent so long not having to go to work and not having to worry that I've kind of forgotten just how many clothes a person goes through in a week. Perfect. I was actually stuck in the wall. Oh, never change. Video game from 1996. Never change. Not that you could, even if you wanted to, but never change. That's the way I like it. I find video games with a bit of jank and a little bit of rust around the edges, they're just a little bit more interesting, a little bit better. There's something cool about playing a game and not knowing whether or not it's going to work smoothly or not. Because if it doesn't work smoothly, like this, for instance, if it doesn't work smoothly, it's often fun. Fantastic. That's why Oblivion, The Elder Scrolls 4, is so great, because it's a modern classic that runs like a potato. It's the right amount of well-crafted video game-ness and janky rust. It's what I like in my video games. Okay, this time maybe we can destroy the gorillas without going up there. Very slowly. One shot at a time. Exactly how I get through my Friday nights. Ryu Spitfire! Hello! How are you? I am well, thank you. How are you? I hope you are well. Thank you for joining us. I hope life's been treating you well. I hope everything's going nicely for you. I hope you've had a good day. Just trying to bait this gorilla into my line of sight, but I don't think it's biting anymore. We got it. We got it. We're good. Wasn't necessarily the smoothest that it could have been, but It has been. And that's all we need. We just need some success. And finally we're getting in that direction after having spent so long in the previous stream just wandering around like a headless chicken. It's good to now be in a point where we are making progress. It is slow going, but I hope, wish, pray, feel that we will finish this level today. So that lever opened up the gate up here, which is what we were after. I'm okay. Very glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Got a very itchy eye. Gonna put down a med pack and then use a save. Because now we're making progress. I don't want to replay that bit again. I'm going to presume that this will probably result in my death. Hey, we survived. Fine. Not upset, just surprised. Could be better, but that's me every day lately. Well, everyone has days like that. Weeks, months, years. Everyone goes through that. I think all you can do is just hang on in there, I suppose. Look for the positives. Okay. We used the key and it gave us the chime that a secret makes. So did that count as finding a secret, or was that just to tell us, hey, there's a bridge that's been made for you now, and you can get across safely? But what's in the water? What would have been so bad about just swimming our way across? Because you can't get out. Because you can't get out. That's what's so bad about swimming through the water. So you have to go and get the key. But then why does it give you the secret chime? That's not a rare undiscovered thing. Maybe that will become clear in a little bit. Maybe actually we will find what was so secretive and all kind of hush about it. Hiya! Good to see you again. Likewise, we tasted it. Likewise. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? No, Lara! The final hurdle. She tried so hard and jumped so far, but in the end it didn't even matter, 'cause her momentum carried her on, and she fell into the water. Just fine, good dinner, and now good entertainment and intellectual dialogues. How perfectly timed after my woeful butchering of In the End by Linkin Park. I've had a good dinner and I've come here for the good chat. Oh my God, what is that? What is that noise he's making? Stop singing! What did you have for dinner? Top question. And then we can spin out the intellectual dialogues from there. Hydration break. Can do. I have actual water today. As well as what's left of my beer. The water's very important. It's very, very warm today. Broccoli risotto with shrooms and stracciatelli cheese. Very soft mozzarella. That sounds very nice. Or is it stracciatelli? That's what it's got to be, right? Oh, sorry, tella. Stracciatella. That's got to be it. I feel like that literally translates to basically stringy mozzarella. Although I guess mozzarella is already stringy. With a ch, like in chips. Stracciatella. Stracciatella? Stracciatella. That'll do. I feel like I'm there. Yep, exactly. No. Oh, there's a gorilla! Perfect. Whew. All this talk about Stracciatella. Weren't paying attention to a Straccia gorilla. Hello? Okay. I've got some ammunition. Nice, I'll take it. And some more. Definitely take it. A stretch out. We can stretch. We can stretch. So it seems like we need to push this block around in order to get some keys for a doorway. Some vague writing on the floor. I'm sure it spells out the name of one of the developers somehow. Normally it does. Stretchiator. Alright. A stretch to the sides. Iatella. Up to the top. And... oh, that's it. Let's really arch the back. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was good. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Apologies, this t-shirt has relatively short sleeves as well, so sorry for any view that people weren't ready for. Oh, I can hear another gorilla. Wherefore art thou? Jeebus, looks like you are massive. Well, when I stretch. Are you talking massive tall or massive swole? Because I don't know. I don't want to break the illusion, but I am neither of those things. Swole. Well, like, what do we got there? Like, I mean, well, I don't know. We bring it into so like. Then I'm not particularly swole. I can tense like that and then, oh, there we go. Which way to the gun show? I think you'll find it's that way. But I'm not particularly strong. I think I have muscles, but I'm not ridiculously strong. My upper body strength, my just general strength is significantly lacking. Just because I'm not a fit person, I don't really go for exercise and things like that. I don't eat particularly well. We've been down that rabbit hole many a time. Oh, hello. Talking of, well, it's not really a rabbit hole, but like I'm just very much of the opinion of you may as well just enjoy what you eat and do what you enjoy. And I enjoy eating junk and I enjoy doing nothing. So that's what it's going to be. The gym life is not for me. I must admit. The thing is as well is that I like being slim. And whilst you can still exercise, be muscly, and go to the gym and be slim, I don't want that. I don't want to have a ripped bod, as they call it. You know, I like my body shape, and I don't want to make it too swole. I don't want to be a Hulk, right? That's the main thing. That's why I don't eat well and don't exercise. Because I don't want to accidentally become a Hulk. Nah, that's too much. You ever seen like World's Strongest Man and shows like that where you have these absolute Goliaths of human beings? It's just too much. You got men trying to pull trains. Human beings were not designed to pull train carriages. You know what was designed to pull train carriages? Trains. Locomotives. And if you were to ask me how many similarities a locomotive has with a human being, I would have to confess, not many, if any at all. Oh, boulder. Boulder. Okay, well, I'm feeling a save coming on. So small heads on top of a... Yeah, that's really weird. Got like this little pea on top of like a colossal human being. It just looks bizarre. And you know, each to their own. Each to their own. Some people do suit that look, and some people are happy looking like that, and that's fair enough. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say that that's not any kind of look that I want for myself. Alright, 2 rusty keys walk into a bar. One says, lock over here. And the other says, no way you didn't go there with that terrible joke. What does, who's responsible for cutting up the body of a dead key? The mortician. Mortis, it's a kind of lock. It's a, or kind of key. A mortis lock. It's a mortician. Look, okay, I'm a little rusty. I've been out of the loop for a little while. It's the best that I could do, okay? Squeak! What do you got for me? Out of the mouth of the tiger. Now what? Oh, alligator's coming for me. We can't go back. We've got to go forwards to go back. Better press on. I think this joke is lost on a non-native speaker. Oh, I'm stuck in the terrain again. Uh-oh. So a mortis key is a kind of key, and a mortician is like someone who performs autopsies on dead bodies. Put the two together, you have a mortician, something like that. Sharp W Gaming has bought a raiding party. Welcome to the stream, Sharp. Thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders, as well. Thank you very much. We have got a lot to catch up on. It's been a while. You can tell it's been a while. You can tell I'm rusty because I've kind of forgotten how to speak. How are you, Sharp? I hope you're good. You got here just after the absolutely terrible puns, so consider yourself lucky. Now, do we carry on through the water here, or I think we're going to go through here. No more nasties. Not yet, at least. Oh, there's trouble and strife going on in the local area. You want to hear about somebody who's been thrown out of a local pub? Let's have a little look and see who's been thrown out of our local establishments. It's just somebody who's swearing and then walked out of the pub with their drinks. Nothing exciting, nothing important. I had to have the police called to the cafe next door this morning because a man walked past and tried to throw their shop sign through the window. He was adamant that the chef had stolen his phone, so he picked up the sign that was outside and tried to throw it through the window. And the police got called. All this at midday on a Tuesday. It's insanity. You'd expect that kind of stuff to go down at like 9 PM on a Friday night. It's a Tuesday. Lunchtime on a Tuesday. And this guy owns a cafe. What beef have you got with a cafe? Other than, I guess, the burgers? Cafes do burgers, right? That makes the joke work if they do. Doing well. It's doing a Pokemon Soul Silver randomizer Nuzlocke. That's a lot of adjectives. How is it going? Are you having success? I must admit, I don't know anything to do with Soul Silver, but I don't think that's anything new to followers of the stream. I think everyone here these days knows I know nothing about Pokemon. Is Soul Silver a remake of Silver? In the same way that Fire Red and Leaf Green were remakes of Red and Blue. Okay, I think I've gotten my bearings. There's definitely going to be a secret hidden in this area somewhere. It's so vast and expansive, they've got to have hidden something somewhere. Problem is, I don't know what it is or where it is. And a lot of the environment just kind of blends in. It might look even trickier if you're viewing this on stream or even on YouTube. Video compression, you know, it'll probably squeeze all of the colours together and it will just look ridiculously dark and you won't be able to see a thing. For which I can only apologise for in advance. However, I don't think I know where this secret is. I'm beginning to run out of oxygen, so let's just resurface and continue on with what we have to do. Twitch app been taking a dump. Missed everything you said. Everything after you asked what I was playing. Oh, so I was just asked how the Nuzlocke was going. Whether or not you're having much success, and if Soul Silver was a remake of Silver in the same way that Fire Red and Leaf Green is a remake of Red and Blue. Heart Gold and Soul Silver was a trading card game expansion as well as a video game edition, I think, around 2010 and 11. I'm so out of the loop. So out of the loop. Now, we opened up a sort of tunnel or doorway, and that's obviously what I've got to try and find in order to move on. I think, is this it up here? Hey, here we are. This is where we need to go. Up here, yes. Let me in. Gorillas? Lions? Tigers? Bears? Not here. It's its own game. It's a remake of Gold and Silver. Uh-huh. I was about to say, maybe I should have gone with Heart Gold rather than just Gold, but I also have a feel like, as well as remaking those games, they also add in a ton of extra stuff that you really should have played the preceding ones to understand. The horses came to life! Hello! There's a flamethrower horse! What the heck? Okay, I think we're going to need something a bit more heavy duty. So I'm going to get my magnums out. Not a euphemism, Lara. They're shooting like grenades at me or something. Oh, it's over. What on earth? Okay, well, this time maybe let's not take on the mutant flesh horse and let's just leave. Tomb Raider became Doom. Wait, that wasn't a song from Doom? Was that Master of Puppets? I think that was Master of Puppets. That's Metallica. It may as well be Doom. I listen. When I'm working in the office on my own time, I put video game soundtracks on just for something to listen to. And I did try going through the Doom Eternal soundtrack the other day. Okay, this creature's just gonna follow us. Okay, I have somewhere to run to though. See ya.
A little late for the prize giving, no?
Oh, great! And Richard Hammond's here too.
Impact which counts.
I mean, what do? Do we fight the mutant flesh horse or Richard Hammond? I think all things considered, we've probably got a better shot against Richard Hammond than we do the mutant flesh horse. So, let's try that instead. So Richard Hammond doesn't have his own sound. Well, he does have his own soundtrack. We could give him the Top Gear theme tune, I guess. Well, no, we shouldn't, should we? Because he's not on that anymore. We should do the. We should give him the Grand Tour theme music while we fight him, but I can't really remember how that goes. Let's go for some seamless soundtrack transitions. As we make it to the top of the temple, we get Doom or Metallica for the mutant flesh horse. Where are you going, Hammond? I'm just going to run away because sometimes Hammond just despawns. Not in this instance, though. Hammond! We got him! Finally, after all this time, we've killed Richard Hammond. We've got some new guns! We've not got new guns! They were just more magnums. Okay. So I got a little too excited. Got a gold key. And the second piece of the Skion as well. Nice, alright. I'm going to still go out on a limb and assume that A, the mutant flesh horse is still running rampant, and B, that we don't actually want to tussle with the mutant flesh horse because it could very easily kill us by shooting its flesh grenades at us. This game is beginning to take an unusual turn, I think. Yeah, I can still hear the mutant flesh horse scurrying about, so... Oh, it whinnied! It whinnied. We're just gonna not bother until the game makes us. If the game's not gonna make you do a boss fight, why would you voluntarily do a boss fight? It's just simple logic. It's all about an easy life. No one should be trying to make their lives harder deliberately. If I haven't got to fight a mutant flesh horse, then I'm not going to. If I do have to fight one, then we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Another health pack, though, is a bad sign. Certainly in these old Tomb Raider games, when they started giving you ammunition and health packs, you knew that something big was going to go down. The gate has opened. And I think it was that gate right there. Can we still get away from the mutant flesh horse? It's no longer there. We don't need to worry about it. Jokobo subscribed at tier 1 for 11 months on an 11-month streak. Unbelievable. Thank you very much for the resub. Why is your face not photoshopped onto the skin? On what? Onto what skin? Onto Lara's skin? If somebody wants to make...
Here lies
After the
Tehokan,
cutscene.
one of the two just rulers of Atlantis, who even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands. He died without child, and his knowledge has no heritage. Look over us kindly, Tehokan.
Fine. Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to make a mod for the future Tomb Raider games that has my face superimposed over Lara's, that would be top quality. That would be incredible. There's a very specific reference that I can't show at the moment. There exists photos of me on the internet with my face superimposed onto the body of Lara Croft / Angelina Jolie, and it's hauntingly beautiful. And the man, the myth, the legend, Jokobo himself is the one that put this stunning piece of artwork together. You can see it on my YouTube channel / !YT in chat for a link to that. The Tomb Raider 2 playthrough that I did, the video thumbnails for that are all of me as Lara Croft. It's a genius piece of artwork. If someone wants to realise that in the original Tomb Raider games, then that would be incredible. Okay. It just occurred to me, did you see the cutscene that just played? I hope so, because I wasn't paying attention to what it was, so I can't describe to you what happened. Anyway, here we are. We're in a brand new level. See, I told you we'd beat the Tomb of Teokan today. Now we've just got to try and maintain our progress in this sandy cave, I guess. Are we about to move into ancient Egyptian burial tombs and stuff like that? I'm not all about that existence. I don't like that kind of level motif. Haunted Egyptian pyramids are one of my least favourite level archetypes. Mostly because haunted Egyptian pyramids are just horrifying. And I know they're works of fiction. It's all to do with, you know, it's just hammed up by the movies. I know that, but still, I have zero interest in exploring any of the tombs of Egypt. Purely because I anticipate that I will fall into some kind of long-abandoned spike pit, never to be found again. What did that do? It opened the way. The saltiest wizard? Well, I never. It's a ghost of Christmas past. That's me. What about haunted underwater pyramids? Well, still probably a no. If only because you're less mobile underwater. You can't move as easily. So I can't run away in a haunted Egyptian pyramid because I'm just slow. Let alone being able to swim away from a haunted underwater pyramid. It's a recipe for disaster. Been a while since last saw you live. How's life? Life is tremendously busy. Could hear a noise. Life is tremendously busy at the moment, which is why it has been a while. it's I'm back at work full time. I went into the last lockdown by just being the assistant manager at a pub, and now I have found myself being the general manager, more or less, of the pub, and as a result, it's created a lot of extra work that I now need to do. So I just simply have not had the time to sit down and stream. And the time that I have had to sit down and stream, I have been so exhausted. I've just not been able to drum up the motivation to be able to play. So it's kept me away. It's kept me away, but the advantage is that it's great being back at work. Work is busy, which means that inevitably, at some point soon, we will have the anecdotes flowing. There will be stories galore of drunk idiots, people I'm having to throw out, morons trying to play the system, you know, whatever. All the kinds of stuff we used to chat about whilst I used to work. All of that shall return to the fray. But first we gotta get there. I mean, congrats. It is a congratulations. It is. I see you. It's a panther. You've got the eyes of a panther and lips like Satan. Jesus. Teeth like razors, eyes like lasers. Get ready to punch. Your life is in danger. Steel panther? Anybody? No? Felt like that panther was made out of steel. The amount of health that thing had. I say with a question mark due to the busyness. It is a question mark. You know, it is busy and there's a lot of uncertainty. A lot of stress. A lot of work. The other week I had done 21 days in a row with no day off. This week I'm doing nearly 60 hours as opposed to the 40 that I'm actually going to get paid for. So there's a lot of less desirable things about it, but it is a job promotion and it will look remarkably good on a CV. What in God's green earth is that? I thought the mutant flesh horse was weird. What is this? I have no idea what this is. Is that another panther I saw over there as well? Making a weird noise. I'm just gonna... I think we're gonna go in with the magnums on this one. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, and then it explodes. Okay. Weird old sort of mutant flesh monkey. Can we also just take a moment to appreciate this incredible model of the Sphinx? Look at that goofy face. I mean, you find something that likes being shot? Yeah, well, fair point. But, I don't know, I guess I wasn't expecting it to aggro. Or I wasn't expecting it to charge around like that. Because it was lumbering around so slowly, all of a sudden you put 2 bullets in it and then it just heaves itself into life and is just ploughing around. I think I can hear more of them though. I wonder if we've got like a whole mutant flesh zoo hidden in this game somewhere. We've had a gorilla and a monkey and a horse. What's missing? Maybe like a mutant flesh penguin. That scares you? I'd be more terrified if it didn't do something. Well, you're right. It would be more unnerving, that's for sure. I also... I would not be... I haven't got the stones that Lara has. I mean, by stones I mean personalities that Lara has. Because I just wouldn't come on this adventure in the first place. It's either poor game design or bullets tickle it. Well, it's a mutant creature. We have no way of knowing how it felt. That explosion may have been a happy explosion.
No.
Oh, Lara disagrees though. Just a very big firm no. Suit yourself, woman, love, Lara, whoever you are. How have we got palm trees down here? In this completely closed-in, sandy environment. We have some verdant life right here. Which kind of sounds like the name of a beer that we sell. I think I can move this brick out of the way. But first, I want to have a little look. I want to climb the Sphinx. And I want to ask him what he thinks about the state of the world right now. Maybe he has riddles for me? Answer me these riddles 3. We can't climb any higher on the Sphinx. Fine. I'm sure there will come a way where we will. It's too much of a set piece to not have anything to do with the level. I think that's a fairly common trait, certainly in these kinds of games, is you have a big set piece. They're never just decorative. Whisper sweet nothings in its ear. I like bacon sandwiches with ketchup. Darth Vader is Luke's father. It's another key. I haven't got keys. Okay, new plan. Okay, that didn't work. Newer plan. I'm gonna try and make a flying leap. We're never gonna make this jump, but we've got to at least give it a stab. Fine. Contrary to popular belief, you can't swim within 30 minutes after eating. You can make a cow walk upstairs, but it will not be able to walk back down them. Believe it or not, your eyes will not pop out of your skull if you sneeze with them open. And other scintillating facts available here and now. Okay, what does this level want from me? I don't actually think we explored what's going on over here in the verdant side. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. Oh, more people being thrown out of the pub. Not my pub, but out of local pubs. Always good to see. Even better to see that it's not yours. I used that swimming one for my I thought that said dad group. I was going to be like, I didn't know you were a dad. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. I used that swimming one for my D&D group. The idea was the party learns a terrible secret that drives them temporarily mad. The book didn't specify what the secret was. I mean, it is a secret. I guess it's a popularly held misconception. And I'm fairly sure you'd say it to some people and they would go, nah. Well, take comfort in your misinformation. They reacted with, my whole life is a lie! How do their whole lives revolve around swimming after a 30-minute period after they have eaten has elapsed. Has this helped me in any way? It's given me some shotgun shells, but, like, that's it. I mean, I am grateful. But I was kinda hoping that I would be able to find some progress from here. Also, don't scare me like that. I'm sorry. I think it's these glasses. Not ready for that yet. I don't think anyone's ready for it. Even the people who plan it. But we were not ready for this. Even though I know I can't, I'm gonna try and squeeze through these gaps. Yeah, it's not happening. Unless I've just been a little bit silly. Unless one of the things on this totem here is a button and not a thing to put something in. Ladies. This is true, for the moment. Got a Dyson fan and holiday to pay off. No children yet, thank you. I'm happy with my cats. You know what? I would be too. I don't want for anything in this life, except a pet cat.
No.
Okay, none of that works. Is there something I've missed around over here, perhaps? Sphinx, riddle me this, riddle me that. I need some advice. Help a brother out on his way to victory and freedom. Glory to the promised lands. Can I go behind his head? Is there anything for me to do in the back of his mind? Maybe, look at this, it's something we can get up into. We can get up inside and behind the Sphinx. Some more shotgun shells, thank you. A key! What a nice looking key too. Can I make it over into that leafy bit? No. That's fine. Now, what to do with a key? Have I come across somewhere to put a key yet? I have! It's inside the Sphinx. The sapphire key. Spelt wrong, I think I saw there, with only one P. We'll need to watch the VOD back for that one. Save. The city of Carmoon. So is this running through an emulator, or have you picked this up from Storefront? This is on Steam. Steam was doing every PC Tomb Raider game ever released ever for 40 quid. Which is a freaking bargain. So I snapped it up. So it's basically, it's running from Steam, but it's got like a built-in DOSBox launcher kind of thing. So basically, we're in a weird limbo state of it runs, but if you even so much as look at the game in the wrong way, it's gonna crash. So we're just trying to be careful. Oh, there's another panther. I shall call this one Michael Starr, I think. I think I'm going to have to maybe set myself a challenge to sing Steel Panther lyrics whilst shooting the panthers in this game. We've already done Eyes of a Panther, so I'm going to need a new Steel Panther song for the rest of them. Oh, perfect. Death to Papa Roach, Blink 182, all those sound like doggy do. I've actually realised that that's going to be a very tough challenge because there's a lot of swearing and expletives and vulgarity that don't have much of a home on this channel, so it's going to be like listening to the censored version on the radio. Having said that, even on YouTube now, you probably can't even say death to. So it would probably be... like the first few lyrics of the song would just be like, Papa Roach, Blink 182, all those sound like doggy do. I literally only know death to all but metal. And also realised what he meant by butt metal. Ah, as opposed to death to everything except metal, we've got death to all but metal. Fat girl, I can't believe you're eating again. Fat girl, where does your neck begin? Some of them are also quite offensive, actually. Maybe that was a really rubbish idea of singing Steel Panther songs whenever we're shooting panthers. Maybe we'll abandon that idea. That's like the longest alligator I think I've ever seen. Perfect. Butt metal is basically what certain bands call metal that is played on the radio a lot. Got you! Got you. And that explains, like, because he mentions bands in there, and I'm like, they're kind of metal. Like, I don't get why we're going death to all of them, but now it makes sense. It's because they're the radio play. Oh, it's a statue of a cat. How much money are we putting on the fact that this creature is going to come to life and execute me in some horrifying way? Half expecting it to, like, shoot laser beams with freaking lasers attached to its freaking head. Disturbed, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, etc., etc. It's not about whether they're lacking of metal. He's basically saying they're not metal enough. Otherwise it wouldn't be there. I've got you. A real moment of clarity. Oh, hello. Random, but okay. I just kind of chanced upon that. That had no benefit to anything. What? The thing about Steel Panther, right, is that they are divisive. A lot of people, I think, just don't give them the time of day because it's just, like, offensive for the sake of being offensive. It's unfunny parody, whatever justification people give for it. But even if you don't like them, I think you have to respect the fact that they're still outrageously talented musicians. Like, their singer and their guitarist are incredible. Their drummer's pretty good too. I can't say much for the bassist. I haven't got an ear for picking up on bass in songs. Unless it's literally the only instrument that's playing. So I'm afraid I can't vouch for their drummer, for their bassist, sorry. But I would assume if the rest of the band are as talented as they are, then he is also. And like, I've watched videos of them and like playing live and stuff, and it does look like a fun show. It looks like a great night out. I like you probably have to be into it, like you have to get the humour. I reckon it's probably going to be quite a distasteful evening if it's not your sort of humour. But it looks like a lot of fun. And I think they are quite funny. They do write funny lyrics. And they are funny on stage as well. They are entertainers. And that is what musicians are there for, if nothing else. Gonna leave a lurk. Time to play some games. Fair enough. Thank you very much for dropping in. Enjoy your gaming session. King has redeemed a hydration break. It's very hot. Make sure we do so. It's a good year. It's a good year, that one. I am a bass player, but most of the time the radio edit doesn't do much good for the bass player. I see. It's something that I definitely notice a lot more at live shows, that's for sure. But I think that's probably more to do with the fact that you feel it live. You feel it rumbling through you. And if you're not feeling it rumbling through you, then turn it up! Okay, is this not where I go then? But, like, yeah, I just don't really have too much of an ear for it. But maybe that's just me. Maybe my instrument is drums because I didn't want to take anything up that took actual skill and dexterity to play. Everyone else goes guitar, and you've got like this precision where you have to pluck the right string and press the right fret simultaneously at the right time to create the right note, and it's all very very precise and measured and thought out and calculated. And then there's me basically going, "Me hit things, make loud noise." There we go, we did it. We sorted it. You know, there's a reason why cavemen didn't play stringed instruments. It's because they were too technical. Cavemen only played percussion because percussion is easy. That's it. That's percussion. I can say that. I'm a drummer. And everybody makes jokes at the expense of the drummer all the time anyway, so if you can't beat them, join them. Although I will just say it never gets any less tedious having to wait for guitarists to tune their guitar while you're just ready to go. Where the heck are we now? Look at this. Can I have this? Matt, I'm back. Welcome back. Can I take? I can't take it. Can I shoot it? I can't shoot it. I guess that's Lara's entire archaeology philosophy. Can I have it? Whoa! The Saltiest Wizard is now playing Remnant from the Ashes. That's how you know that this is on Steam. You just vroom. Oh, it's completely thrown my trail of thought now. Where was I? Yeah, like, it's so tedious waiting for you all to change your tunings and stuff. Like, I'm ready to go. I understand that it comes back, you know, when it comes to packing up the equipment. I know everybody's got to wait for me as the drummer, but nevertheless. What does a drummer get? An IQ test. I watched an episode of Grand Tour with the drummers of Deep Purple and the Police, and they told some guitarist jokes. Oh, I think I know the one you mean. I think I know the one you mean. I can't remember any of those jokes, but I know the one you mean. I can't remember who the drummer for Deep Purple is, but the drummer for The Police is Stuart Copeland, who is an absolute gem of a drummer. Cannot recommend his playing enough, especially for like this. It blew my mind when I found this out. He composed the entire soundtrack for Spyro the Dragon, all 3 of the original games, and as far as I'm concerned, those are some of the best soundtracks to have ever been made. He's an absolute titan of music. What do you throw a drowning guitarist? His amp. How do you know if the stage is level? Check the drummer's drooling equally from both sides of his mouth. Hey! That's a joke at my expense. Excuse me, Facebook, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. It's fine. I'm fully accepting of my position as the musical caveman. I assume I'm doing this level right. I feel like I've just kind of been walking around it in a bit of a daze, not really accomplishing much or doing anything. Things keep opening up as well. I don't like branching paths. I like linearity. Give me a direction to go in and let me go in that direction. Don't be giving me split paths. How do you know it's the guitarist at the door? Got the wrong key and is afraid to go. Oh! There's a great YouTube video from a drummer called Samus66. And it's called How Drummers Knock on the Door. And he's just... And then he goes up to a door and it just knocks out famous like drum beats. So, how the drummer for AC/DC knocks on the door. It's like that. The drummer for Van Halen? Oh, I can't remember who it was. How does he knock on the door? Something like that. I can't do the Hot for Teacher. No, is it Hot for Teacher? No, that's Judas Priest anyway, isn't it? That's Painkiller by Judas Priest. Something like that. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that I can't do the intro for Hot for Teacher, but, you know. If it makes you feel any better, I've just been in my garden spraying the roses, shouting, "Die, green fly, die!" The aphids are out. Oh! Ah! I thought so, you tried. But alas, you failed. It's one of my favourite drum intros of all time. Painkiller. Hey! Death of the Outsider. What is this? Can I do anything with this? This is nothing. It was the drummer of Pink Floyd. Got you. It's another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. The Korn version of that song is really good. Would definitely recommend. Oh! We've gotten rid of the evil cat's floor. I hope that has no serious negative repercussions. Korn version did rock. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-boo. Boo-doo-boo. Well, that was fortuitous. Neighbours are concerned. That is true. Concerned neighbours keep their distance. Also, you got to. The neighbours should take it seriously as well. If green flies are a problem for one, they're a problem for all. And the fact that. I mean, they should be concerned about the green flies. If they're concerned about the green flies, then that's fine. If they're concerned about you, then they've got their priorities wrong. Can hear... Okay, I didn't anticipate it to be an alligator. I thought it was going to be a gorilla. Easy mistake to make. Don't at me. That's it, take him out. Oh, it's such a good exploit. If you start shooting them when they're in range and they walk out of range, she keeps on shooting at them. What's the deal with this cat? I'm still convinced it's going to come to life and kill me. If we've already had a mutant flesh horse and a mutant flesh gorilla, there's no reason why we can't have a mutant blue cat come after us and try to kill us as well. My Instagram has no pictures of me, just plants. Plants are nice though. Oh, wheezy. Plants are nice though. I'm terrible at looking after plants. One of the things I wanted for my shelving unit, or as other people call it, windowsill. One of the things I wanted for there was just like a little plant, sort of maybe just like here, like a little spider plant or a cactus or something, just growing. But I am terrible at taking care of plants. I either overwater, underwater, or they just straight up don't get enough light. Especially because I don't open this blind, just because I can't really get to it, and also it would fade all of the colours on all of my trinkets on that shelf. There's just no point. We have got some flowers out on our deck, but our balcony just gets so hot that it's a miracle that the flowers haven't just burst into flames. I'm going to put a save after pulling this lever rather than before. Well, that didn't do any of the things that I thought it would. Hello. Little sneaky peeky at what's going on in here. It's an unusual room. They grow too well? No such thing, surely. Okay. Oop, pardon me. Thank you. Let's see what awaits us round by where the cat is. It's an issue when you have finite space, but you want infinite plants. I can see that. What I really, really want... I'll tell you what I want. Tell you what I want, what I really, really want. What I really, really want is I want a hat, I want a hat, I want a hat, I want a really, really, really want a zig-a-zig. But I love the idea of bringing the outside in. Like, every single one of my Minecraft houses has random plants growing up the walls and things like that. I love that look of having the outside being brought in. And I would love to do that for my actual house. But I am just so bad at taking care of plants, it would never become a thing. Feels like I've been mildly cheated there. Okay, tax spice. Tax spice. Spice. Oh, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Attack Spice sounds like an actual thing. Do. Okay, so we're not going to go that way this time, because that was just unkind. What if I go this way, though? This way looks safer. It's not a slope, so we can do that. Bad at taking care of Lara, too. I just straight up should not be allowed to take care of any property that is not myself. And even then, I'm not sure if I should be allowed to... I was pressing the buttons, and I could feel it going wrong. Yep. Better not have another one. Alright. For real this time. Pointy. You gotta test the sharpness. You know, are they on the scale of like candy floss to my wit, how sharp are they? They're pretty high up there. I'd put it at a firm samurai blade. To give you an idea of scale, that's a couple of steps below my my wit. Okay, another lever. A big old room with another panther. Lego in the heel sharp. Ooh. I'm not sure where that comes on the scale. Very high. Is it higher than Samurai Sword? Who can say? More panthers. Need more Steel Panther lyrics. I would give you the stars in the sky, but they're too far away. If you were a lady of the night, you'd know I'd be happy to pay. If suddenly you were a guy, I'd be suddenly gay. 'Cause my heart belongs to you. My love is pure and true. My heart belongs to you. But my male genitalia is community property. You're the only girl that I like to have adult relationships with when I'm not on the road. It doesn't have the same ring when you try and censor it. At what point on the pointy scale of pointiferousness? That's actually one of the most painful things that can happen to a human. It's definitely up there. Stepping on things. And then you have degrees of pain from things that you have stepped on. Oh great, more! Stepping on a plug is definitely up there. I'd put stepping on a plug in the same bracket as stepping on Lego for sure. You know, all those kinds of things. I don't know where hot coals fit in. I've been led to believe that hot coals aren't actually that painful, because the heat is spread out over the entire foot, and the contact time with the coal, between the coal and your feet, is so small it doesn't actually impact too much. And also as well, you got to think, you spend a lot of time on your feet, so your feet are actually kind of quite calloused and tough. So they can take a lot. Sledgehammer to the knackers. Yuck. That'd be a very eye-popping experience. Probably be a lot of popping things experience, to be honest. But Hey, there was something behind that cat. And there's something behind that cat. Give me your secrets. Hey, a secret. Literally, give me your secrets. Nice. So like a vague sort of trigger warning, I guess, for a slightly grisly story. About a foot injury I suffered once. I was running around in the garden, and as I was running around barefoot, and as I was running around, I trod on a particularly sharp rock straight through my heel. Ugh, that was painful. Really, really couldn't walk on that foot for like a good 2 weeks or something like that. Oh, it was miserable. Oh, the wound wasn't good. Like, it was good, don't get it, like, it was a gnarly wound. It was good, it was impressive, but, like, it wasn't good news for me. I'm still a bit confused by this area as to why it just... Oh, got you. So, the slope is a booby trap, but you do have this little ledge in the left-hand side to grab onto if you're quick enough, so you can save yourself. Okay, that's fine. I feel a bit better about that. Lemon zester that's just been used on a lemon to the eyeballs. Oof. I mean, I can say, as a bartender, lemon juice, lime juice, like citric acid, essentially, in the eye. That's nasty. And also super painful. It's a great way for discovering when you've got little cuts and scrapes on your hands and you didn't know about them. You just be chopping lemons and then all of a sudden your hand feels like it's on fire. Oh, it's because there was a tiny little paper cut I wasn't aware of. Thanks, lemon juice. What a pal. Was gonna say. I mean, yeah, like, it's not just specifically bartending as well. You've got food preparation of all kinds. It's probably a very similar sort of sensation. We are killing it on Magnum ammo. Talking of killing it, we need to try and kill all of these panthers before they do similar to us. This was massively misjudged, I think. Especially for how much damage they do. I have eczema and cutting kiwis hurts my skin. Insta-kill again. Do I take more damage by walking into them? It sounds like a weird question. It sounds like a question that kind of answers itself, but I feel like rubbing against them is causing me more damage than just them mauling me. She's cat food now. I've never had a kiwi. You come to think of it, are they particularly acidic? I've never had a kiwi. I don't think I can get past the furry skin. I mean, I know that, at least I'm fairly sure that you don't eat the furry skin, but it's just something I've never quite gotten on with. They're sharp, so okay. I mean, like I like that. I quite like sour tasting stuff, and those kinds of sharp, acidy tastes. So I'd be down for giving it a try. You know what it is I don't want to spend money on them in case I don't like them, because then I've just wasted some money on some kiwis. Whereas, if I had an opportunity come up where I got to taste a kiwi without putting in any financial expense myself, sign me up. Do you eat the seeds on a kiwi as well? Because there's loads of like little black seeds in the middle, right? Yeah, you eat them as... Oh, you eat them as they're pretty soft. Gotcha. Okay. I may do that. I've just done my my weekly food shop today. So, I'll have to add kiwis on next time. They used to do... You heard of Sunny Delight? Now called Sunny D, because Sunny Delight had negative connotations with E numbers, high sugar levels, and being really unhealthy for kids. So they renamed it to Sunny D in an effort to change their branding and make it more appealing to adults. Anyway, they used to have a kiwi flavour of Sunny D, which I seem to remember quite liking. Oddly enough. Chop it up. You chop it in half and scoop it out. Seeds are little... Oh, like strawberry seeds. Oh, okay, yeah. So, consumable and not the end of the world. Green and golden kiwis. Ooh. Golden kiwis sounds like it sounds like a prize in a kid's game show. If you make it to the end, then you will win the golden kiwi, which will entitle you to a brand new stereo system. What was that accent? Doesn't matter. It's kids' TV. Anything goes. Now I want kiwi fruit. Sorry. Alright. All the Panthers are dead. The Panthers? There's got to be like an NFL team called the Panthers, right? If there isn't, then I'm going to start it. And we're going to be the most successful NFL team in the world. We're going to come on. Our theme song's going to be 17 Girls in a Row by Steel Panther. Killer song, by the way. Would definitely recommend checking it out. Great riff in that song. I'm going to save here. I don't fancy redoing all of that once more. Panther is just a jaguar with a recessive gene that makes it black. Really? Other than that, they're identical animals? Oh! Fucking Jesus! Oh. Rage, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Oh. Oh. Attacked by a mutant flesh monkey. Rage, how are you? I hope you're well. Did I just poop? Maybe. A little bit. Oh, good grief. Who needs horror games? You're telling me. Jesus. Alright, let's get a bit of composure. Let's settle back down. I'm great. How are you? I am very good. Very good, thank you. It's great to see you. How has things been? How has work been? I'm assuming you're back to work full time now, like the rest of us. So I hope it's been going well and has been treating you kindly. There's been more developments on the guy who was thrown out of the pub. He's being refused everywhere. What a loser. And then there's someone there with a fake ID as well. Someone else has been thrown out for wearing Crocs. Not for wearing Crocs, but they were saying you should buy him for wearing Crocs too. What's the deal with Crocs? Crocs are alright, aren't they? Chefs wear Crocs. Good grip. Okay. And... Scene. Nippy little thing. Man alive. Back full time, have been for a while now. How has it been for you being back at work? I hope everyone's been kind. I was supposed to be around nearby to you about two or so weeks ago. A family meal, place called Crusted Pipe. I don't know if you know it. Unfortunately, we had to cancel. I was going to try and sneak in. Googled it. A panther is a black leopard or black jaguar. But black is genetically caused by high melanin. Melanism is caused by a recessive allele in the leopard and by a dominant allele in the jaguar. I think I'm following. It's been a while since I've done genetics. That's since school. But it's like dominant genes override everything. Or sorry, dominant alleles override everything. Whereas you need 2 of the recessive ones to make it a thing. Right? So if you have... So for eye colour, the blue allele is dominant and the others are recessive, so you're always going to have blue eyes unless you have 2 alleles for green, in which case you get green eyes. Something like that, right? It's a name given to a black leopard or jaguar. Got you! Okay. Blue is recessive to brown. I was using it as an example. I don't know what all the eye colours are. That's what makes what's it called? Is it hemocracy? Hemochromaticy? Or chromatography? Oh, it's not chromatography. Like when somebody has 2 different coloured eyes. Generally blue and brown. I've been is what I've noticed whenever I've seen people with whatever it's called. Heterochromia. I was in the right ballpark. I had the right prefix and suffix, just not in the same word. Heterochromia, that's the one. Bowie eyes. Oh. I regret sliding backwards. I'm alive. Where am I now? Is this a room we've been in already? So graceful. So slidey. Well, I was going to say much friction, but I guess not. So slidey. Many graceful. Less friction. Yeah, sapphire is spelt wrong. It's spelt with 1 P. Interesting. The gates opened and let slip the war of dogs. Much sand surfy. I would like to try that one day, like going to a desert and surfing down the dunes. Apparently it's really dangerous, but it does look kind of fun. I think we've been this way. And I can confirm that that is a yes, we have indeed. Turn and surf the sand. Surf, 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 surf. I could get on board with that. I see what you did there. What level am I on? Goodness knows. The tomb of someone. This is the... I can't tell through that. This is the City of Carmoon. I don't know what level number it is. I don't know how much further we have for the game. We've got to be over halfway there. And quite possibly living on a prayer. Bad joke. There's no other kind on this channel. We don't do good jokes here. Never have. I was right at the end and decided to just backtrack needlessly. True to form, true to form. Oh, dang it. Never mind. Was it pun intentional? Beyond a joke. This will have to be from the joke book, because I can't tab out of the game because it will crash. So, let's go fly a kite. Let's have ourselves a joke. Now, I'm going to put this one in your hands, everybody. First person to say stop will decide the page. Make sure you do it before I run out of pages. I'm running out. Stop. We tasted it. I see it right there. Okay. So, I mean, none of these are good. Let me just say that right now. Oh, I can't do any of these. Like, I know we do bad jokes, but these ones are. Why do elephant... Oh, sorry, no. Start again. It's the way you tell them. How do elephants get power? With electricity. Why do elephants paint their ears green and their trunks red? So they can hide in rhubarb patches. Why do elephants live in the jungle? Because they're too big to live in a house. How do you get an elephant into a car? Open the door. Why do elephants have big ears? Because Noddy wouldn't pay the ransom. Okay, one of them is good. What do you call an elephant in a phone box? Stuck. What's big, red, and hides behind a bush? An embarrassed elephant. No more jokes, please. All bad. Stop, I confess. Stop! Look, I thought they were all so bad, I had to do, like, all 7 of them to try and create something mildly acceptable. Turns out I was mistaken. All we can do is learn from that. And we have learned a very valuable lesson. Okay, next one. On to our next level. We don't need to go that way anymore. Where are my black jaguars at? I know they're coming. Or maybe they're not. Ooh, you've got to be careful of those asset shots. I don't think they go against terms of service, but you never can tell. So we should probably be a little careful. Having said that, there are games that I would like to play at some point that have got much more substantial asset shots that could very much go against terms of service. But they're great games. The eternal struggle. Do I want to play this brilliant video game, or do I want to have my channel banned? Tough call. Okay. I think we can push these boulders, blocks, bricks, these things. So let's do some of this and see what mysteries we uncover. Choices, choices. Choice chamber we could do. Again at some point. Alright, so you got some water. Pillars, that's it. Let's push half of these pillars away. Using our unfathomable strength. I want to get a little lay for the land first. I want to see what we have behind each of these so that we can make an informed decision about how best to act going forward. And none of these are particularly giving much away in terms of what awaits for us. Okay, well, let's start at the start. Let's start with the first one that we did. Into the water. And it just opens up into more and more vast expanses of space with crocodiles and alligators and other amphibious reptiles. Oh my. I mean, are crocs and alligators reptiles? Or are they just classed as amphibians? Because my mind says that they are just amphibious reptiles. But I'm not very well versed in animal classification, I must admit. Is there somewhere for me to climb out? There is, before I get mauled to death. Who knew there'd be disco lights? Here we are in the ancient Egyptian discos of times gone by. Hey, there's another one of those weird artifact statue things that we can't do anything with and they're just purely decorative, but we may as well try and investigate anyway, except we're not going to, because Lara has the momentum of an oncoming freight train. Reptiles. They are reptiles. Okay. What separates an amphibian from a reptile? And I know that at one point in my life I knew this. However, it's not information that I have had to call on for maybe like coming up to about 20 years now. So as a result, it's been pushed out of my brain by more important things, such as Minecraft crafting recipes and cocktail recipes, licensing laws, where my local bus routes take me, you know, all those kinds of important adult things. My Wi-Fi password. You know how it is. Separated by 2 meters because social distancing. Of course, yes, it's got to be a socially distanced disco. Don't reptiles live on land? And then they just choose to go into water, I guess? I don't really know. Like I say, it's been a while. Turtles are reptiles. I like turtles. Oh, don't put them away! Nice. I shall Google the Noah of all. I guess technically the Noah of all was the one that had the ark, but that's a different spelling of the word Noah. That's why that joke works. I told you, they're never good. They're never good. More often than not, the jokes... The way the plot of a joke on this channel goes is someone says something, I say something back. Everyone goes, what? A few seconds pass and then you go, oh, right, yeah. Now I see. That's the way I like it. That's the way everybody likes it. At least that's the feedback I've been having. And by that I mean I haven't had any negative feedback saying you really shouldn't do this. Other than when you guys were saying stop earlier, but I'm just assuming that was part of the joke and that you don't actually want me to change my sense of humour. Reptiles have scales, amphibians live in both water and land and don't have scales. Got you. I'm with you. But fish have scales, but I guess they live exclusively in water. No, we wanted the jokes to stop. Have I been reading it wrong this entire time? I thought it was just... I just thought it was banter. I didn't realise they hated it. My whole life is a lie. Everything I know is coming undone. Like a jumper with a loose thread. You see it dangling and you go, I should cut it, but I reckon I can pull it. And then you yank it and you just end up pulling more of the thread out. Before you know it, you've pulled a whole loop of thread from around the bottom of the jumper. And you look at it, you stretch it out and you go, oh, I knew I should have used the scissors. And you vouch next time you have a loose thread, you will use the scissors. Because no one makes a silly mistake like that twice in a row. And then the next time you see the loose thread, you go, I could pull that. And lo, the cycle continues. Forever and ever. Amen. Sorry, I went off on one a bit there. It's okay. The jokes were terrible. They really were. I can only apologise. Normally the jokes would be infinitely better, but it requires me having to tab out and go onto the internet, which I can't do in this game because the moment I tab out is the moment that the game crashes, and then it takes like another 10 minutes to set it back up again. Please don't have an existential crisis. I'm not having an existential crisis. Not about, you know, my streaming personality anyway. Hello! I am having a mild existential crisis about the t-shirts in my wardrobe that have loose threads. Jay, how's it going? It's going pretty well, actually. I think we've nailed shut 2 levels in this stream so far, which is very productive. He's told us so many bad jokes. Please, make him stop. Or make us better. Heal us. How's work going, Jay? I'm gonna assume that you're about to say hot. Or a sentence to the effect of. Get gone! Get out of the way! He's out. Welcome, welcome, welcome! I'm just sorry that the welcome party was that barrage of terrible elephant jokes. It's okay though, we won't tell. We won't tell anymore. We won't tell anymore. We'll keep them truncated into that section of the stream. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. And I know what you're all thinking. You're all going, God. Tusk, 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 tusk. Okay, that was it. That was the last 2. No more. Not doing any more. COVID's back. Back again. COVID's back. Get a test. Damn. Never here, so I don't know what's going on. Watching so many Tomb Raider streams. Ooh. And I'm sure they're all doing infinitely better than me at the moment. This is my first time. My first time in this game, though, okay? We may not play perfectly, but we will play and we will hope. You had your jab today. How are you feeling? I've heard so many reports from so many different people that have suffered with so many different things. Some haven't suffered at all. It really does just seem to depend on what person... There's more! More mutant flesh monkeys. Oh, we gonna die. That one exploded. They explode now. They've always exploded into little chunks, but that one's little chunks exploded too. It's never done that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. First or second dose, says Jay. Doing okay. Arms tender and I keep poking at it. You probably should not. Second dose made me really ill. Don't know if you remember Nick. I remember Nick. I had to call in sick for working night. Yeah, you were knocked out for like a few days, essentially. I seem to remember. Not like knocked out, but it knocked you down, I guess I should say, for a few days. Then I've heard other people say that they felt absolutely fine afterwards. Some people have said they felt sick, arms have gone numb. First dose of the Pfizer. Okay, well, in order to make up for all the elephant ones, how about an actually good joke? I went to get my first jab today, but the stupid nurse put the injection in my leg. Pfizer killing me. That one's actually S tier. Come at me with those. Those jokes, that one's actually good. You know what? If it isn't good, it's don't make me come at you with another elephant joke. Because I will. Like it! Like it! It has to be done. Oh, it's a slope! It's gonna kill me. It's not going to directly kill me. But it is probably gonna kill me. You know! Okay, can't go that way. I'm really enjoying all these Magnum clips that have just been left all over these ancient Egyptian burial sites. Really are coming in useful. It's we have finally killed Richard Hammond, though, so we don't have to worry about him coming after us, I presume. Slippery slope to spiky death. It wouldn't be the first one in this stream, would it? So, I am prepared. I'm ready. I'm prepared for trouble. I may even make it double. May have to protect the world from devastation and unite all causes within our nation. That will require the denouncement of the evils of truth and love, whilst extending our reach to the stars above. Richard Hammond? Yeah, there was a fella that kept on following us and couldn't be killed. And he looked a lot like Richard Hammond. But now I think we've killed him, so... Oops. Into the Jag's den. Sorted. Aha, we can get up there. I'll get up there. Oh my goodness me, it's been going down tonight. Let's see, one guy gets thrown out of a pub. The entire town's in uproar. Guy shouldn't have been an idiot. I don't think I've ever been thrown out of a pub. I've never been asked to leave. There's been times where I've been throwing up into a bin in their garden, and they've still not asked me to leave. which I think's all right. It's good innings, to be honest. Anyone throws up in my pub, I'm like, okay, it's probably time for you to leave now. If they've been drinking, like if it's like food related, then I'd probably have to be a little bit more concerned. Why did he get thrown out? Just for being an idiot, I think. I think he was too drunk and then just started getting a bit aggravated, trying to throw his weight around. Staff went, "We're not having it. Get out of here." And he went, "I'm not having that." And just started causing a bit of a ruckus. All part of the service. No! Lara! Still, actually, this looks like a point where I could just jump back up without too much repercussion. Yes, okay, that's fine. People don't know how to behave? I am shocked. After a year of not being able to go to the pub. Did you see the video? There was a video of a fight that happened at a Wetherspoons in Scunthorpe or somewhere like that. It was insane. It happened yesterday, Bank Holiday Monday. You know, pretty much the whole country's got the day off. The weather was great. And then there was just this video floating around of this fight that broke out in a pub in Scunthorpe that resulted in the police being called and the guy who was fighting getting tasered. Which isn't funny, but it actually kind of is, first and foremost. Oh! Feels like I'm kind of backed into a corner here. Yeah, getting tasered in the UK is a weird one. I didn't know that UK cops carried tasers. And then actually getting tasered in a Wetherspoons, no less. Oh my god, we are so far back. Oh, there was just Jaguars up there. We don't actually need to go up there. I don't think. We can go up this one because there was a health kit, but other than that. But yeah, like he was being held on the floor, restrained. Some guy like zapped him in the back with a taser. Events may have not happened in that order. I'm not sure exactly. I only kind of caught fleeting glances of the video. It's insane. Like the first nice day of weather the country's had in so long. And everyone just loses their mind. Go bananas. Can't say I'm too surprised, mind you, but also kind of am. I can't remember in what order we did everything now. I think we went up through this door first. Beer doesn't make me fighty, I go huggy. That's the opposite. Lover, not a fighter. People be crazy. You sure do. I get sweary. Become a little bit more of a potty mouth. And the problem is for me, it's like a very slippery slope. I have one after work and I'm like, right, well, I'm here for the day now. Somehow so do I. Impossible. There is no way on this planet that Rach can become more sweary. She taught Gordon Ramsay everything he knows. Oh, yeah, I forgot that his body bits exploded. As long as it's tactful swearing, I mean, I don't know. Like, because normally, for me, it's my... That's how I let people know that I'm super stressed out and that they need to leave me alone. Like, if I'm swearing at work, people need to keep their distance, basically. Then after I've had a lot to drink, it's just kind of... just punctuates the sentence. Tack to full. Like, there are times where I wish that I had a different, like, internet pseudonym. I had a different handle. But at the same time, Tack is extremely versatile. Like, it works in all sorts of ways, and can be used for all sorts of jokes, whereas other pseudonyms don't lend themselves to that easily. They sound cooler, and they're more stream friendly names, but you don't get the good puns out of them. You know, you ever just like be watching, I don't know, like a TV show or something like that, and then you hear a character say a word and you're like, that'd be a great pseudonym. Blue Tack. Yeah, that's me on Mondays. Got 'em. I don't mind Mondays. Mondays are alright. Mondays are my early start for work. Mondays are where I start work at 7 AM, but it means I only have to work until 3 PM. So I get a nice little half day, still get to enjoy some of the weather, if it's nice, and all that sort of stuff. Only downside is that it leaves me absolutely knackered, which is why I don't tend to stream on Mondays, because even though I've got the evening off, 7 AM start is... it's a long old day, let's just say that. Lara, please. Got it. Save so you don't have to go all the way back again. Smart thinking. Oh, talking of tired. Oh, excuse me. Apologies. Funny enough, today was a 7 AM start today as well. Because of bank holiday, everything was delayed by a day. Yeah, I mostly start at 8. Did today. What's your normal day then? Is that like an 8 till 5 or? Hello, just popping by, but thought I'd say hi. Thank you very much for popping by. Quiz went well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, because the daytime was quite slow. So, if it all picked up for the evening, that's good news. Good news to hear. And a shout out as well. Of course, yeah. So, Grimword comes in and does our pub quizzes on Mondays. And has just recently started streaming and is on the way to affiliate done. So be sure to go off and drop a follow. It's Resident Evil at the moment, right? Resident Evil Village. As a Resident Evil virgin, I can't bring myself to dip my toes in the water. I've heard it's really good though. But I've also heard that it runs on from 7, so I'd need to also play 7 to get on with it. Such a good franchise. It's just one that... I mean... it's, I guess, I want to say it's one I've just never had the opportunity to get on with. So I think it's mostly PlayStation, am I right? Or it certainly used to be. But... And as a Nintendo child, I did not have access to the Sony machines. So I was never introduced to it. Having said that, though, now I'm sure they've all been ported to pretty much everything going. With enough engineering know-how, you can play anything on a toaster these days, never mind anything else. Crunchy death. It's my favourite thing about these old Tomb Raider games. You fall from a great height and you just get the... You don't get that. That would probably be enough for like a mature ESRB rating now. The fact that there's a bone crunch noise when you fall too far. The first few have been remastered. Well, now I have no excuse. 2 is considered one of the best, or I've heard great things about 4. I agree, actually. I've heard a lot of good things about... I think it's 4. I'm fairly sure it's 4 that I've heard great things about. Not that I remember any kind of, like, plot info or any kind of information that I can give so that someone can confirm it for me, but... I seem to remember it took place in like a Spanish farmstead or something, or like the first level. He did it again. The first level took place in like a Spanish farmstead or something. Leon was the guy's name, I think. He had like a sweepy blonde emo fringe. She lands like Peter Griffin falling down the stairs. Ah! We won't do the whole bit, don't worry. Hey, she can do it. She can do it. Good effort. I'm right, that was Resi 4. Fine. Yeah, that's the one that I've heard phenomenal good things about. Oh, this is where the mutant flesh monkey was. It'd be funny if she made that noise. I'm sure that, again, we can get a mod for that in games going forward. For like Tomb Raider 2, have it so she falls a great height, and then rather than just the you have the ah. And if we could tie that into the mod where I have my face superimposed onto Lara, then that would be the chef's kiss, the pinnacle of Tomb Raider 2 gaming experiences. There he is, there he is. We know he's there this time. Jesus! They hit hard! And 7 and 8 is when they have started to introduce otherworldly aspects. Just open up the exploration options a fair bit. So they're more like supernatural now, rather than just straight up evil corporate viral mutagen type thing. Attack Raider! Varying degrees of success as a Tomb Raider myself. Falling from great heights with a crunch. Getting lost, having to look at cheat guides. Only when necessary, though. If we did it all the time, I'd have infinitely more secrets than I have uncovered. Alright, another one's down. It's entertaining. That's all we can hope for. Because let's put it this way, there's no way I'm going to be getting anything up on speedrunning.com playing like this. I ain't going to get world records, so if all we can achieve is entertainment, then that's fine by me. Oh, I could probably get to the middle there. Is that... Oh, I think there's some guns on that middle pillar there. Do you reckon I can make the jump from that moss-covered pillar to the blue one? Oh, that's going to be a tight jump. I can't see any other area that we could make it from, though, so I think we may have to give it a try. High on the lols per hour, though. That's honestly probably one of the best compliments I've had this year. Your LPH is through the roof! We won't want to spoil anything, but definitely some new aspects which could be easily identified. A fair few familiar horror supernatural elements. Have you played Outer Worlds? No, I haven't. That's Is the Outer Worlds the sort of like, it's like, for lack of a better way of putting it, like Fallout in space. Probably not the way I want to put it, but like, it's like a space western RPG type game is that ruined it. Ruined it. Space western RPG is probably the best way I could describe it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've played a few times, but it's not grabbing. I've not joined any of the Assassin's Creed games for my sins. And again, I've heard that they are very good games. But again, there's just something about, I don't know, the premise of the game hasn't quite sold me yet. Whereas I preferred similar style games like Dishonored. And before that, going way back, games like Thief, I thought were they grabbed me a lot better than than any of the Assassin's Creed premises have. They're so fast. Good grief. Open world sci-fi, slight Douglas Adams vibe. Fallout in space is a good description. You're right. It was the New Vegas dev team. You are right. Wrecked. Yeah, I know. I never claimed to be perfect. I never claimed that I knew how to dance. I just turn up for my paycheck and that's it. What paycheck? We paying you for this? No. You kidding? The way I've played this evening? I should be paying you guys to stay here. Right. This time, I'm going to go for the pillar again because we did make it. And we got the secret chime. The bring. However, we need to come up with a better plan for getting back here. Do I make pasta or not? Like, in general? Or like for the... I mean, you know, what time is it? Are you hungry? What do you have to go with it? There are several other qualifying questions that can further cement the yes answer. Like Rach is right. It's a guaranteed yes. You always make pasta, especially with garlic bread as well. It's a very good option. But what do you have with it? That's why it gives you the health pack, is because you've got to do a long drop and a sudden stop right there. But now, how do I get back up to where I was? Over this way, I think. I have to raid the freezer. Ooh, exciting. I live for... You can buy these little packs of pre-made pasta from supermarkets, like stuffed tortellinis. So good. Buy like a little pot of sauce to go with it, and obligatory garlic bread, of course. I hear footsteps. Mutant flesh monkey. Maybe somewhere, possibly. Have I fallen so far? Rhetorical question, don't answer. But Now, how do I get back? This lever didn't seem to do much, if anything at all. Climb the stairs. Oh, this is like Chichen Itza. Are the Tomb Raider films any good? Angelina Jolie once visited a certain bar in the vicinity that's no longer there while filming it. So the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider film I really, really loved. I think I first saw it when I was quite young, and I just thought it was a great fun film, and I think it captured the kind of vibe of Tomb Raider at the time quite well. Cradle of Life, I think I've only seen once or twice, so I haven't really got too firm of an opinion on it. Although most people's assessment of the film tends to be that it wasn't too good. As for the films of the recent games, I have absolutely no idea on. I've not played any of the recent games, nor seen any of the recent films. So I have no idea. I'm working up to the recent games. I'm gonna start with the old ones, and then eventually get to a point where we can play the new ones. What? Where am I and what is happening? Okay, more stairs, fine. I have no idea where I am in this level anymore. Chris Barry improves most things. Do you know, like, he's in the film so little, but he steals the scene every single time he's on screen. I completely agree. I think pretty much everything I've seen Chris Barry in, I've enjoyed. Obviously, he's great as Arnold Rimmer. The British Empire is one of my favourite sitcoms of all time. Lara, why were you still running? Yeah, British Empire is one of my favourite sitcoms of all time, just because it reminds me of how my shifts at work tend to go sometimes. Something normally so innocent and innocuous becomes a massive disaster by the end of it. But I just think it was really clever, and it's a really different sitcom as well, because it wasn't about jokes. That one, it was a pure situation comedy. It was funny because the situations were absurd and they were funny, and the way that the characters responded to each other and those situations was what made it funny. It wasn't like your traditional sort of joke punchline dialogue, joke punchline sitcom. We're gonna put a save down. It's been a little while, I think. Let's see where this takes us. Feels like to a room we've already been. It's taken us to a room that we've already been. Except this time with an ability to access some shotgun shells. This is very good of the Egyptians to just leave all of this modern day ammunition lying around for me. It'd be much worse off if they hadn't had the foresight to do this all those millennia ago. His readings of the Red Dwarf. Oh, Black Jaguar. I'll read it in a minute. His readings of the Red Dwarf novels as audiobooks are marvellous. Oh, is that Better Than Life? And Infinity welcomes careful drivers, right? I've read both of the books, and I really enjoyed both of those books. It was a nice kind. They were nice little bits of little pieces of world building that I really liked. Didn't ever hear the audiobooks, but the books themselves are great, especially because I imagine as well as like his bread and butter is as an impressionist. I'm assuming that he basically does the voices for the characters as well. I like to think it's been left by previous careless explorers. That is true. It could have been. And there's definitely, like, not so much in this game, but in later games, there are definite cases for that when, as you're exploring, you see, like, skeletons nearby to the stuff you pick up. Poor unfortunate souls. Okay, cool. We've gotten ourselves another one of those. I pulled that lever and got nothing. So now, well, now we can head in here because we did have a little look in here. We poked our head in, and it is a new space. So this is probably the direction we need to head in. I remember listening to the audiobooks after reading cassettes on the Walkman while on holiday many years ago. Great impressionist voiceover artist. It was, yeah, his work on Spitting Image. I remember seeing him do, like, interviews and stuff, and as is always the way, whenever you get, like, TV interviews with impressionists and stuff, it starts off as just, like, idle chat, and then, before long, the host turns to them and goes, "So, I hear you do a pretty impressive Sean Connery. Can you hear it? Can we hear it?" And like, I think that's always the thing about being an impressionist is people go on, do this voice, do that voice, and you see them on their face, they're like, I don't want to, like, I'm just here to talk about my new book. And then they go, no, go on, do your Sean Connery, it's incredible. And so he sits there and he goes, "Yes, my name is Sean Connery," or, whatever. My Sean Connery isn't great. And everyone's like, "Yeah, whoa, sounds like Sean Connery!" The host is like, "Hey, can you teach me how to do Sean Connery?" And they're like, "No, this is..." Alright, fine. "You just gotta put the lisp and talk through the side of your mouth." Something like that. That's what I always thought whenever I watched Rory Bremner being interviewed anyway. I remember Red Dwarf Outtakes videos. I think I'd seen those. My parents had, like, all of the DVDs, and I must have just kind of been idling through, like, the bonus features one day. But yeah, you're right. In pretty much all of those outtakes, he then defaults into, like, a Kenneth Williams voice. Which is one that I really can't do. Kenneth Williams has got such a uniquely nasal voice. I don't know how anyone other than him could possibly have it. 2 volumes of Smegups. Yes, that's what they were called, you're right. Oh, I've not watched Red Dwarf in ages. I quite enjoyed the reboot. I guess you call it relaunch, whatever you want to call it. The Dave exclusive series. I quite enjoyed them. I think like it's. I don't know. I think there maybe. It's probably just because they've aged now. There's something that doesn't quite sit right, but I don't think they're bad reboots. Having said that, like, I don't think there's any other cast you could get. Like, you couldn't create a story around their appearance changing, and then that's what they're stuck with because you bring in a new cast. It just wouldn't be the same. So I'm glad that they're still doing it, even though they are aging. But like, I don't know. I think it just doesn't quite have the same impact for me as the older ones did. They're still very good though. Smeg is gross. It is. It's. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, there's two of them. It's like one of those words that makes my skin itch. Yeah, it's just such a unpleasant word. Oh, this one's gonna blow up right in my face. Turns out though, that's the least of my problems. These guys are tough. I'm assuming we're getting near to the end game now, and it's just throwing all of the like the tough bosses at me. Oh, this is far back. This is a little, I think. I haven't seen the most recent one yet. I'm not sure that I have either, actually. Solid idea is how to end the series. I have to tell you about it at some point. Yeah. Put it in the diary for next Monday. Save more often! I know, I really should. I really should. I'm so bad for it. The thing is, like, it's just a me trait. Like, it's not even because of lack of a quick save button. I never used quick save buttons either. I'd always just do manual hard saves. And I'm just really bad at positioning my saves. I do it on purpose though, for people who may have missed the first go round. By doing it like this, that means that anyone who missed it the first time going through gets a chance to see how to do it, if anyone's mad enough to be using this as some sort of walkthrough for this game. If that is you, don't. There were so many better people to be watching a walkthrough for this game than me. I think, like Matt said, come here for the lols per minute. Or lols per hour. Lols per minute is selling myself a bit too well, I think. Come here for the lols per hour. Do not come here for the hints and tips, cheats, and walkthroughs. Have to head off, but we'll pop in later when I'm free if you're still on. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. It is very much appreciated. Good evening. And I'll speak to you in a little bit. Yeah, we're a lols per hour channel here, not a guide. Not a guidebook. I also think I went the long way round. Come here for tips on how to have a crunchy and spiky death. I can help you with that. If you want some of that, I'm your guy. Thanks all, have a good evening. Hey, we're up there. First time! First time, it works every time. 50% of the time. And even then, there's only a 25% chance of that. That was like a weird mix of Naked Gun and some other film. Anchorman or something? I don't know. Just take a guess on Anchorman. Normally it's Anchorman. Right, this time, I'm thinking if we can take on the mutant flesh monkeys without going down to meet them. They're going to want me to go down there, aren't they? I hear footsteps. Growling. Oh, and here they are. That's fine. Take them out from a distance. That is how you do it. And I know it. Matt, I can hear you. I can hear you screaming already. I've done it. Save! Don't worry, I could hear you. I could hear you. I could feel it coming through. I could feel the vibrations in the floor. I don't know what to do from here, though. Seems like this was just a pointless bit. If you fall down here and survive the fall, good luck, because the flesh monkeys are going to get you. That's kind of upsetting. So, really, I think I've just wasted some ammo when I could have just not gone down there. That seems to be the general impression I'm getting. Where's my water? It's over here. I'm going to take a self-imposed hydration break. Oh, good water. Sometimes you don't realise just how good. Oh, a stretch as well. Stretch. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. Alright, this one. Let's go for... I'll do the posture check afterwards. This one, let's go for a side one. So we go up and over. Oh. Yep, there's the spine clip. There we are. Oh, go over. Try not to break the arms on my chair. I'm coming back over this way. Oh. Again, apologies for the short sleeves on this particular shirt. I like form-fitting slim shirts, and the problem is that they get to a point where they are normally too small for you sooner rather than later. Are you broken? I think I'm alright. Just, you know, you got to get the air moving through your bones a little bit. Well, I apologise for sleeves. Like, I mean, pit stains and arm hair. Like, you know, like if I stretch, then they're like, oh, there it is. There we are, a little bit of arm hair. There we are. For more like that, see my OnlyFans. I haven't got an OnlyFans. Okay. It was a joke. You're human? Believe it or not, yes. It's just like, you know, this is going on the internet. This is for people to see. I don't know if showing your pit hair contravenes terms of service. Haven't got one yet. No, I haven't got an OnlyFans yet. Because you're the only fans I need. And also just because it seems really, really weird. So I haven't gotten on that boat yet. Bad. What? It was a compliment. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. This had better be worth it. I've just done like a complete loop. Like, done a complete loop around the outside of this room. So it better take us to somewhere that I can use to move forward in the level. Bet it's not. Oh. It's new space. Flesh monkeys? No flesh monkeys. I have got a lever. We'll pull it. Hopefully it doesn't take us down to the crocodile pit. Boom! Okay. Now I just need to find my way back up, I think. And this is probably where it wants you to drop down and then take on the flesh monkeys. But we've already done that. So we can just get out of here. If pit hair is bad, what about chest hair or beards? Well, they're both acceptable. No, I just think, I don't know. I just think you guys aren't tuning in to watch a stream of me showing off my pit hair. Is essentially what it comes down to. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are far more embarrassing videos of me on the internet. Exclaim YT for more information. You'll have to go find them on your own time, though. Like, I'm not telling you which videos those are. Very niche fetish right here, right there. Look, everybody has somebody out there, and there is something for everyone out there. Everyone has a special one, even Michael. But I don't know if I want pit hair fetishists filling out my Twitch chat. 1 or 2's fine. Welcome. But I don't want the whole posse. Oh my god, don't hug me, I'm scared. Heck yeah. Oh, thank you. Take some of those. Are all of these alcoves going to have presents in? No. We're probably a lot of money in that. Well, you see, like the you know, there are like the people who like to be sat on and stuff like that. You know, no doubt, there's mistakes were made. This is the end as we know it. Oh, damn. Never mind. Pesky bee. Plain white sauce. Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey. Scrub, scrub, scrub till the water's brown. Right, where is this in relation to where we were? Not too far. I am a clock. Let's go on a journey through time. Time is changing all the time. It's time to go to time. Okay, yeah, I still need to go all the way around. Digital dancing! Don't touch me! That was probably the best I've ever done that computer, by the way. We still got lots left of our chicken picnic. I'm gonna watch all of those after the stream. It's been a while since I've watched them. 5 bits, thank you very much. I'm a computer. I'm a computery guy. I can count to 50 in the blink of an eye. Something like that. I don't remember the digital... I don't remember the technology song all that well. What's your favourite idea? Mine's being creative. How do you get that idea? I use my mind creatively. You like cows or goat's milk? I'm ahead off working tomorrow morning. So am I. Have a good one. I will do. You too. Thank you very much for stopping by, Rach. 10 more bits as well. Thank you, thank you. Good night, and I will speak to you soon. I hope work goes okay tomorrow. Green is not a creative colour. Oh, I think they're great pieces of internet media. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared series. You see how deep it goes? Like, have you seen like is it like the film theorists? Did like a whole deep dive on the lore of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's like, they have drawn out so much stuff. And so much information that you just don't ever think of until until MatPat brings it to your attention, basically. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory! But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Hamming it up a little for dramatic effect. Okay, this time with a full tank of air. Hopefully we can make this work a bit better. So, we have got some ammunition on the left. A med pack on the right. Oh, shotgun shells, excuse me. Med pack on the left. Okay, I was kind of correct. Can we get all 3 of these gifts? And then escape with our lives. You know what? Let's return back to the surface where we know there is some surface. And then we'll make another attempt to hopefully nail it in one. Time isn't real. It's just a construct of human perception. I don't go any higher because, you know, neighbours. And also, clipped audio sucks. Alright, Laura, time is against us. Even though it's not real, it's just a construct of human perception. How do I get out? Okay, there we are. Whew. That screeching clock was my alarm tone for a while. Do you hate yourself? Why would you do that? I hate the soothing stuff that, like, comes with my phone. Never mind setting it to something like that. I mean, it works. I'm sure it works. I don't know anyone who would be able to sleep through it, but... Good grief. That feels like deliberately trying to set yourself up for a bad day. Okay. Mutant Flesh Monkey, I see you. We're going to have to take this one out properly. Because there's nowhere for us to run. There's nowhere to hide. We gotta face it, baby. Things go bump, bump, bump in the night. Unless we can keep him over that side. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Well happy with how that turned out. I see the ammunition up there. It's so good that the game draws the graphics through the wall sometimes for pickups and doors and stuff. It's really helpful when we're trying to work out where to go and where prizes are hidden. The game basically gives it away for us. Oh, I can hear another one. There it is. Father! Pesky bee! This is Malcolm. He's the king of love. We feed him gravel. This is the story of Michael, the loneliest boy in town. He lives in a hole underground. He lives in a hole underground. He lives on his own underground. Oh, a baby pigeon. I think I'm attributing the wrong voices to some of these bits of dialogue, but it has been a while since I've watched them. Have you seen on their YouTube channel? There's another really weird and uncomfortable video called I think it's called something like Bad Things That Might Happen. I would strongly suggest watching that as well. If you like that kind of weirdo, creepy sense of humour, it's a great video for that. The bit that sticks out in my mind is like it's a massive mouth that bites down on a pair of sandwich and then the teeth fall off. Or something like that. It's like, ugh. Just sends shivers running through me, that. Ah, a vast yawning expanse of room. Uh-huh. I see. Well, that feels like a good point for us to stop. I've realised I've begun to overrun a little bit. I was getting a little bit too caught up in Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and indeed the game itself, so we have now come to the end. So we are going to return to some titles and some big screen, just like this. Ah, what a great stream. Sad face, I know, I'm sorry. But I have been up since 6:30 this morning for work, and I am in work all day tomorrow. I forget that it goes into demo mode after literally 30 seconds. So here you are, enjoy the beautiful music. So yeah, unfortunately I am going to go to bed because it is late and I am tired and I have a long old day ahead of me tomorrow. However, thank you everybody so much for coming along and for hanging out with our stream this evening. I've had a great stream back. I hope you've all enjoyed it as well. We shall be returning again this week. 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, we'll be having another stream later on Thursday, same time, and we will be returning to our other ongoing project of Pokemon Gold. We need to try and refigure out where I am and what I need to do next. So that's going to be going down on Thursday. Good night, see you next time. That's great. Yes, I want to get back into Pokemon as well. But yeah, that will do it for this evening. Everybody, once again, thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed it. Enjoy the next few days, and I hope to see you on Thursday, 7 PM GMT. Good night. Goodbye.